Today is quite a special day, just to tell each and every one of you. Well, I'll give an example. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, friends, followers, subscribers, my army of Trevorites and cultists, or group of cultists. Thanks for tuning in to watching my video, it means a lot. But if you've not yet subscribed to this channel, why not? It's free! Well, yes, you guessed correctly. Today, it is the birthday of Trevor Coult MC. A very happy birthday to the wonderful and extraordinary man himself. And I must say, happy birthday to you, Trevor, my wonderful new friend. In a way, he's one of my best new friends. Just to tell oneself. So, happy birthday indeed, Trevor. And for those of you who wanted to know when Trevor's birthday was, it's the 4th of April, which is today, as I remember him saying before. And I could remember one live stream, I don't think it's visible as of now. One of my friends was asking, oh, when in April is your birthday, Trevor? Because my birthday's in April. And then I said, Trevor's birthday is the 4th of April and mine's the 22nd of June, which mine is just over a couple of months away, so mine's 22nd of June is well over 2.5 months away. And I was the one that pointed it out to one of my friends asking this. And actually, I know who asked it, but you can guess who it was who asked, you know. Especially, she's a special friend. A special friend I'm greatly trusting of. You can find out who she is for yourselves. Yes, but a very happy birthday to you indeed, Trevor. And thanks always for all that you do for all of us. And thanks for all the wonderful things you've done for me, especially when we did the live stream together and when you kindly allowed either myself or other people to tune in onto your St. Patrick's Day live stream when they happened. And very best of luck for your Instagram future. And whatever it is you're doing on your birthday for today, Trevor, good luck. And may your endeavours for your special birthday today go exceptionally well for you. And Trevor, he did say how old he was before. He's now 49 years of age, due to turn 50 years young next year. I mean, Trevor's older than I am, but despite him being older than I am, and Graham and Fiona being older than I am, but they're older than Trevor, it's just not an issue to any of us. We just get on so well as good friends. It doesn't matter how old we are. We're really close friends. We're just close friends like that. Despite it only being just over half a year since I encountered Trevor the first time, we're just close friends like that in the same way I'm close friends with Graham and Fiona. And I feel like I've known Trevor for many years now since I've encountered him. But no, it's been less than a year, but it really feels like we've been friends for a long time. And I truly, truly, conceivably believe that we certainly should have been friends many years before 2023 and 2024. Being that of my friendship with Graham, Fiona and Trevor themselves. You know, I really do feel we should have been friends years earlier. And I'm truly thankful. I am truly thankful and grateful largely for my friendship I have currently with Trevor Coult himself, alongside his wonderful partner Gwen, and also his ex-wife Luba and his wonderful son Sebastian. Even though he's quite a great few years younger than I am, but he's still my friend, and when he's a fully grown man we'll certainly have a friendship. Per Trevor, as obviously we'd have to consent it with Trevor, quite obviously. You know, and Trevor's done some extraordinary things, but it's just so sad how it eventually affected him and where he wound up. Fortunately not in a criminal spot. He never wound up in anything criminal, but it's a tragic spot he got wound up in for all that he did. Trevor is ex-army and he's ex-military. Lots of you already know that. I know because many of you came over to my content from his content and sometimes view me either fairly regularly or sporadically, and because I do receive your comments. And as well, quite a great many of you from Graham and Fiona's content come over here and back too, and because I hear your comments from time to time or fairly regularly for some of you. This is going back to the 1990s. Trevor joined the British Army, even though he's originally Northern Irish, because he's Irish from the Northern Ireland. Belfast is where he originally grew up in. I think he did also in some parts live in England. I don't know if he lived in England in some parts of his childhood, but I think he namely grew up in Belfast in Northern Ireland. But Trevor will certainly correct me for whatever he can in case I got things painfully wrong. And he joined up in the British Army in the 1990s, and around about a decade or so after he joined the army, he was involved in fighting in Iran and in Baghdad. He got involved in fighting in the Iran conflict in Baghdad, and he also fought in Afghanistan too, as far as I'm certain, you know. So Trevor went through a great deal of combat and fighting in a certain part of his army, military career, and he also received an award from our late Her Majesty the Queen back in 2006. But, so Trevor is a war veteran, which essentially makes him a war veteran, and he has received many medals. It was a medal he received from our late Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II. And, all that he did. But though he, despite having accomplished a lot of things when leading a battalion in fighting in the war, in the Iran and Iraq or Afghanistan war, I think it was. Iran war, I think it was where he served in, yes, Baghdad was where he served in, and I think he did go to Afghanistan at one point in his military career, as far as I'm aware, but he can correct me in case I got it wrong. Though he went through a lot of combat and it passed eventually, the memories he had of it did eventually take its toll, and very, very sadly, Trevor had to could no longer serve in the army at some point. I'm not sure when it was. It must have been quite a great many years ago now, where Trevor had to give up serving in the army because of being struck down with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD for short, which is something he deals with daily, sadly. And it's hard for poor Trevor having to deal with PTSD daily. But deep down he is a strong man, and I've seen just how tirelessly he fights PTSD with such immense courage and all that. So in a way, one should commend Trevor for tirelessly fighting PTSD daily, even though it does affect him quite adversely in various bits and pieces, as one could expect. And I really do truly empathise enormously with Trevor, since being struck down with PTSD, poor man. And I think he does have a few other friends who've got PTSD, as far as I'm aware, but he'll certainly tell me in case I've got things wrong. But despite PTSD, Trevor, I think he leads a reasonably good life, as far as I've seen, you know. He had a happy marriage before subsequent divorce. He's got a nice son. He's got a nice partner and a stepson. And he's got many friends. I'm one of his friends. Graham and Fiona are certainly one of his close friends. He's friends with the Hutchies, Hutchie and Mel, and Annabelle too, and as well Gregopedia, her husband. So, and Susie Smith, even though I don't follow her regularly, I follow her from time to time whenever chance allows. He's got many good friends. Some of the friends are highly notable, and some, though not notable, they have fond loyalty and a reverie towards him, as I've so seen. You know, and I must say, Trevor, we appreciate you, and I certainly appreciate you most sincerely, and you are one of our heroic men of the 21st century for all that you did serving in the army. And happy birthday, and very, very happy returns for your special day on your 49th birthday, and for your 50th birthday next year, this time next year in 2025. Let's wish you a resounding happy birthday and give you all the most huge resounding birthday wishes. And it was a fun live stream we did together back in February of 2024, and I enjoyed myself immensely. And I thank you enormously for having me on the live stream. And I want to thank many of you who follow Trevor, whether it's on YouTube or both on YouTube and his new found Instagram profile. I want to thank each and every one of you for being so loving and supportive, but there was one lady who was oh my goodness, she was particularly loving and supportive towards me, and certainly Trevor too, when we were live streaming together back in February of 2024 and the late live we did. This lady is me, just me, and you, my good lady, thank you for being so loving and enormously supportive towards myself and Trevor. I think I'm conceivably certain Trevor appreciates your support enormously, and I enormously appreciate your support enormously too. Thank you so very, very much for being so enormously supportive and loving towards myself and Trevor when we were live streaming. And it's always your terms of endearment towards me that oh my goodness, do I value and appreciate enormously. No, really, I do, and thank you for everything, me, just me. Thank you. And thank you too for everything as well, Trevor. And as well, thank you to each and every one of you who supported myself and Trevor when we did the live stream together. And here is to Trevor Coult for his special birthday, and here's to his special 50th for this time next year. Here's to a good friend, even I don't have a wine glass, but here's to a good friend, Trevor Coult, and to many more years of a good friendship, and may our friendship with Trevor flourish happily into the future years to come. Happy birthday once again to you indeed, Trevor, and certainly the most enormously huge, many happy returns on your special day. Trevor's YouTube channel is still up and running at the moment, even though he's transitioning to Instagram. Sorry I didn't say the sorry about this. Sorry I didn't say it properly, but even though he is transitioning to Instagram, his YouTube channel, despite the transitioning process or transitional process happening right now, or undergoing the transitional moment of process of Instagram from YouTube in this very point of time, his channel will be found in the description below, and for those of you who want to wish him a happy birthday. But one thing I want to say, Trevor, I am just so sorry you were subject to such ghastly trolling, but at least you're fighting back, as we fight back against ghastly trolling. But that's the only thing I had to say about it, because one of my friends would say, Foxy, for goodness sake, for the sake of your own sanity, please don't talk about the ghastly trolling. Don't worry, I only said a few short things about her, and that was it. Once I'd said that, I didn't need to say any more, rest assured. Happy birthday once again, Trevor. Thanks everybody indeed for watching. Here is to Trevor indeed. Here is to our wonderful Trevor Coult MC for his special birthday. Happy birthday, Trevor. Many happy returns for your special day. And may your birthday endeavours for your 49th birthday go exceptionally well, and may your endeavours for your 50th birthday in 2025 go extraordinarily well in a hugely large way. Ta-ta all another time, and here is to our Trevor. From Foxy. May Trevor's birthday go extremely well. Happy birthday to you, my wonderful, wonderful new best friend, Trevor Coult. You're one of my great new best friends, but though my one and only best friend will be David Scott, but you, Trevor, alongside Graham and Fiona, are certainly friends who I like to consider as one of my best friends. And you're one of my best friends I've, in a way, been looking for since adulthood. Happy birthday.